Aloha, welcome. I'm Jeff Koala, your host for Citizens for a Better Way. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for spending some time with us today. You know, Citizens for a Better Way is exactly what our name says. We are citizens looking for a better way. Who out there can't identify with the higher cost of their car? Heck, just the other day it cost me $300 to renew the registration on my Camry. One would think I had like lead in the trunk or something, but the cost was high. Then I read where the water company wants to raise our water bill by 70%. Taxes go up, up, up. No end in sight. So Citizens for a Better Way, a group of individuals got together and we said, you know, there's got to be a better way to afford the things we want that make Hawaii a better place to live, work, and play. Joining me in each of our shows will either be Liz or John Radcliffe, our co-host. But today we have a special guest, a person who I've known for quite some time, and it's really nice to see him. He is definitely an entertainer personified. His history is just rich and, I mean, he's just Mr. Aloha. I like to call him the modern day Mr. Aloha. Joining us at our discussion today with Citizens for a Better Way, say a special aloha to my good friend Kimo Kahoano. Kimo, welcome to the show. It's nice to see you.
Aloha, Jeff, and aloha mai kako. Welcome everyone to a very, very interesting program when it comes to Hawaii.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. I know how busy your schedule is, and of course joining me, sitting to my right here is John Radcliffe. John co-hosts the show with us, Citizens for a Better Way. And today we thought what we would do is approach the idea of what's happened to Waikiki entertainment. I mean, what are some of the highlights that you can recall back with, you know, heck, I used to go to see live shows in Waikiki all the time. I mean, it seems like there's nothing now.
Well, it's greatly reduced. I think there are still entertainers who are there. However, the budgets have changed over the years because of financial lacking. Because actually the entertainment used to be an amenity for each of those hotels. So that meant that big, beautiful shows could occur. Danny Kalekini at the Kahala Hilton.
Oh, yes.
Ed Kenny, Beverly Noah, Marlene Tsai at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. And throughout Hawaii, we had some special entertainment. Don Ho at the International Marketplace.
A legend.
Yes.
Legend.
So we had all of these venues, these big venues, because they were amenities. And then what happened was, as we reached some economic strife throughout the years, they've cut back and cut back and cut back. So our great entertainers are being challenged today, finding a place to entertain. Many of them just have like one night here and one night there instead of real entertainment.
Well, you know, when we talk about entertainment in Waikiki, I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of my all-time favorites is I used to go to the noodle shop and catch Frank DeLima.
Frank DeLima.
I mean, can you imagine a Waikiki without Frank DeLima?
That's where Frank really made his voice. He made his stay there. He brought a lot of entertainers to the noodle shop, and everybody became a part of this wonderful comedy that truly belonged to Hawaii.
You know, I like to say that we've seen a renaissance of Hawaiian music, you know, a couple of times throughout the history in Hawaii. And obviously I saw a part of that in the mid-'70s when we had the whole homegrown project at a radio station I was working at, and then, you know, we had so many entertainers and many talents, and a lot of the superstars that are around today either came through that program or the
Noelani Cipriano.
Yeah, you know, I mean, just amazing.
Major showroom personality. In fact, she's reuniting with Carol Kai and Melvin Lead, and the Divas are going to put on another concert.
Now, I also want to congratulate you because I know how hard you work. Gosh, it seems like a decade now, for the very successful TV show Hawaii Stars.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I mean, this phenomenal show.
Great stuff to work with Carol, and at the same time to feature our local people, to be able to share in their talents with dignity and respect and aloha.
Now, what was interesting about that show also is you were able to captivate, you know, the talent, the essence of the younger generations as well as some of the older generations, and you put a lot of Hawaii performers on stage. And the sad thing is that unfortunately we didn't have a feeder system, you know, higher up where we, like, if we had an entertainment center in Waikiki that would hire some of these performers.
Well, first of all, let's go back to the entertainment that happened in Waikiki. So the entertainment that happened with the Giants, and let's start with the Giant, Dick Jensen.
Oh.
Okay, here's a local boy.
Farrington High School. Go Govs.
Farrington High School. Go Govs. See him at the Princess Theater, which is no longer.
That's right.
And they're doing the premiere of Ride the Wild Surf. He takes off. He goes to L.A. From L.A. he goes to Las Vegas. He gets all of the smooth stuff that you need to become a refined entertainer in Las Vegas. and then brings that experience back home to Hawaii as a major showroom star.
Absolutely. Just amazing. And you know, if we were to poll 10 people today, you know, if we polled 10 people today and said, would you go back to Waikiki this weekend? You know the sad thing about our Kama'aina? 9 out of the 10 are going to tell you no, because they said there's nothing to go there for.
Right. There's none of that charisma, none of that magic that Don Ho had, and other people like the Society of Seven, who were great. The surfers also went to Las Vegas, took a look at people like Shecky Green and some of the great comedians that happened in Las Vegas. They saw that town. They saw that the best were performing there. They learned a lot, and Alan and Clayton Nalawai came back and made people laugh and at the same time be entertained.
Now I'm going to turn to John for a second, because John, I know you're like the king of studies and data and research, and you know, tourists tourists come to Hawaii, and you know, they're looking for this. Obviously, they're coming here for a great experience, and they're looking for the sun and the relaxation and things like that. But you know, 12 hours out of the day, we have no sun. So what are some of the surveys show about nighttime entertainment that tourists are looking for? Are we going down the right street here that we need some entertainment?
Oh, sure. I mean, the problem we've had is, as Kimo pointed out, we had a really wonderful opportunity in the 70s, particularly, and then a little bit later on, to have Hawaiian entertainers in Waikiki. There used to be a dozen shows, and people could go all over. I remember, you know, going down to Waikiki and spending time listening to Loyal Garner and that show at the Canoe Hut, and it was a great night. She did that all the time. We had lots and lots of shows that people could go to. There were places to go to see things, and I used to sneak into the Kahala Hilton at night and on my way home from work to listen to Danny, you know, sing and stuff. It was just wonderful at that time. But nowadays we got nothing. We used to have 9 movie theaters. There are now none in Waikiki. We used to have you know, dozens of venues for people to do entertainment. None of those, or virtually none of them. We got 1 or 2 once in a while. But mostly right now, people are walking around the streets at night. I mean, they walk up and down, look at the stores, and then they go to bed, I guess.
Well, and John, you know, when you have more people on the streets entertaining than in the showrooms, what does that say about Hawaii?
Yes, if you go down,
that's a good point.
You know, if you go down to Waikiki now, if you went down to Waikiki now and you went into that new beach walk area, which is a very, very beautiful area, you went down there, what you would see, the only place that you can find entertainers is on the street. Hawaii entertainers are standing on the street with an open, you know, guitar box in there, and money, people coming by putting money in it, and that's what we have for Hawaiian entertainment today.
I don't know.
We need venues.
I saw a guy in a gold suit.
Oh, yeah, that too. You could see that.
No, where's the entertainment? But they're getting tips.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those guys are making money, right?
Well, and it sure as heck is not Hawaiian.
Just goes to show you that, you know,
it's not local at all.
If we had real entertainment in Hawaii, that would be great. But you can't. Those guys are making money in Hawaii because there's nothing else to watch.
Now, obviously, also one of the other components is the convention center, because the convention center, when you're coming out to Hawaii and you're going to do a convention, you're going to want Hawaiian entertainment to be at your convention. Right. I mean, you want Hawaii's entertainers to be there. I mean, where's the next crop of entertainment going to grow and foster if we don't have a specific, you know, entertainment center complex? I mean, the convention center in itself, John, again, I hate to refer to you as the king of studies, but how many conventions do we even have, like, on the drawing board?
Well, this year we've got 10. Next year we are scheduled to have 9. I think that's a total of 45 days of conventions in the entire year.
Wow, so that's not exactly a lot of work for our local entertainers.
The convention center is basically empty almost all of the time. And by the way, cost the state about $30 million a year just to keep it open.
Did you say $30 million
$30 million a year just to keep it open.
Whoa.
And it's open with nothing going on. Now, if we had Hawaiian entertainers, if we had entertainers in general in our entertainment center, it would be wonderful for the state of Hawaii. One of the reasons that I've been supporting entertainment center and a casino is I've seen what that can happen around the rest of the United States. You know, all sorts of places around the United States where you've got this sort of entertainment, you also, you know, like casinos, you also then bring in entertainment. In fact, speaking of statistics and figures and studies, if you look at the studies that have been done on this, well over half, almost 60% of people who go to casinos, they don't go there to gamble, they go there for the entertainment.
I just saw Cher.
You know?
There
In
you go.
Vegas. And it's
Was that a
something
good show?
special.
Was that a great
It
show?
was a great show.
It's hard to
fantastic
believe
show.
that she's like our age. Don't you think so?
Yeah, she's a little older than us.
Oh, okay.
She's older than you.